WSD Steve Jurrens here in studio. We've got some special guests with us. We have the Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce. We've got President CEO Tim Sheehan. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to see you.
Yes, thank you for joining us today. We also have a very special guest. We've got Julie Kneeland. Are you the Executive Office Manager, Chair?
Executive Officer.
Okay, perfect. With the Watertown Area Home Builders Association.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Thank you for getting the Watertown area.
Yeah, because you serve 7 counties?
Counties, yes.
Man.
You are rocking it.
Oh, that's all from memory,
Can
too.
you name those counties in alphabetical order?
Yes. I have to say them in alphabetical order so I can remember them.
I didn't know the 7 counties. So.
Yes, I have to say them in alphabetical order so I don't forget anybody. So it's Clark, Coddington, Day, Jewell, Grant, Hamlin, and Roberts.
Now, is that because of there's other home builder associations in other counties, or that's just where your members are?
Yes, there was 7 associations throughout South Dakota. Now we're down to 6. One down in Yankton ended up just recently closing. So yeah, otherwise there's 6 associations throughout South Dakota. Not all counties are covered by a home builders association. So yeah, but
is there opportunity
I got
for
those.
growth
I got the 7. Definitely.
As far as counties though, members always, but is there?
Well, I don't know because we're kind of surrounded with Brookings and Aberdeen. Yep.
Makes sense.
So I'm curious about the Julie Kneeland. Tell us a little bit about Watertown Area Home Builders. How do you get into something like that? Where do you come from? Are you from Watertown? Did you go to school for home building? Where are you from?
Yeah, tell us your story, Julie.
Yeah, I think this is where when Tim was telling me that you guys are just gonna dig into everything.
Well, we have all day.
Because again, of all the hats I wear, but also it's an interesting thing that has brought me to Watertown, I guess. I was always going to go to college to be a teacher, and that I totally took a different route. Moved to Watertown, went to Lake Area Tech for agriculture. Did egg business. But while I was going to Lake Area Tech, well, actually just after I graduated.
This tall, dark,
yes,
young man.
so agribusiness is the reason why I met my husband, because I was working at the Watertown Co-op, and we had a mutual friend that just kept pushing me to meet this Tony Kneeland, and I kept saying, no, I don't need to, don't want to, whatever. And at my actual graduation party with all my coworkers, our mutual friend brought Tony with to my graduation from Lake Area Tech party. And
what year was that?
99.
Okay, all right, back in the 1900s.
So I always say, so whenever they sing summer of 69, I sing summer of 99 because that's when I met Tony.
Yeah.
Yep. So met Tony through my work, the agriculture. Did my whole agricultural career for a while. From the co-op, went to HESCO, and went out to Angus Palm. And then while I was working at Angus Palm, Tony's business, Kneeland Construction, was just growing, and he needed more work and all that. So, and we had three young boys. So we decided I would stay home, raise the 3 boys, and help him work.
So then you learned the construction industry?
I was learning the construction industry. And the reason I am now the executive officer at the Home Builders is just before the 2018 home show, the local EO put in his resignation.
Remind us who that was. Paulson, right?
Paulson, yep. Is it Tom?
Tom
Paulson.
Yeah.
Yep. I was gonna say, why did his name?
Yeah.
Yep. So Tom Paulson put in his resignation. He was going to go work for Nome, and it was just before our huge fundraiser. They kind of needed somebody, and I was familiar with the association, was familiar with the home show because Kneeland Construction was always part of it, and I was a familiar with putting on events, I guess. I'd done my fundraising events for the American Cancer Society, which still do, or have gotten back into doing that, I guess. So it just kind of just fit. Seemed right for me to come in. The goal was to just be the interim EO, get them through that home show, and then find a new EO. But I enjoyed it, liked it, loved the association, loved the home show. When I say the home show is my favorite weekend, I'm not lying.
It's a favorite one to get done with.
Yeah.
Right?
It's always nice to be done because it's a lot of work, but I truly love the home show. I do.
Yeah, it's like a passion, and it's sometimes it gets stressful, but when it's over, it's like a labor of love, maybe type thing, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You get to see a lot of businesses, a lot of people, meet a lot of connections. Some of the same ones, but you also meet a lot of new ones every year.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I think the crazy thing is it's always So even right now, I've never had this many registrations for a home show before at this time. So right now I'm like usually I have a little bit of time before I'm getting ready, but now I'm like I got all my usual stuff. We've got a lot of housing discussions that I've been involved with and this and that but our home show is rocking and rolling already. So but again, it's new. I always like to call them return. It's vendors that have taken a year or two off so that I have new return and then there every year. So
Well, and just recently too, you were just awarded the 2025 Ambassador of the Year. So I think this is another thing to touch on because what you do for the Watertown Area Home Builders Association is one thing, but you're also in a sense maybe like a Watertown cheerleader. I feel
Ooh.
you go to a lot of events, you go to a lot of ribbon cuttings, and it's not always just to represent the association too. So and I don't know if Tim, you want to touch on it because it's kind of the chamber award, but it's amazing, really.
Yeah, I think this is our third year, maybe actually, award for the Ambassador of the Year. And it is a really tough call, but when we look at Julie's participation, very rare that not to see her in a picture at a ribbon cutting, chamber after food, groundbreaking, all the above. Sometimes she just stops in the office, just there's nothing going on this week. I'll wait till next week. Yeah, very engaged, and it was pleasant to be around. I mean, it just she was very deserving of that award. All the ambassadors would certainly agree.
What drives you to do that stuff? You know?
Well, kind of like so every year that the ambassadors are up, well, we're all there. So I was kind of they were jokingly Nate and some of the other ambassadors were teasing me that I had kind of had a speech written just in case. Well, I'm like, but I truly meant what I said in that thing is you don't ever know who's going to win. So I kind of started my little acceptance speech, I guess, last year just in case. Because I'm a preparer. I'm a planner. Like, I don't want to just be caught off guard. Like, if I were to win it, I wanted to have at least somewhat of a thing. But we truly do have an amazing group of people, of ambassadors. You don't know who's gonna get that award. But also in my acceptance speech, I talked about how I will always be a cheerleader, a loud cheerleader, and a promoter of who I believe in. And the chamber has been, I do believe in them. They do amazing events. They're always something. And I remember talking to Tim when he was talking about rebooting this ambassador group. I was like, yes, I'm on board. Like I was going to ribbon cuttings. Yes, I'm representing the Home Builders Association whenever I attend any of these chamber events, even though many times I get asked quite often, did you quit the Home Builders? Are you working for the chamber now? Nope, just volunteering for the chamber, but still wearing my Home Builders badge. But they're so involved in the community, and they have so many amazing fun events, and it is a great opportunity for someone like myself or for anybody to be out and about, to get to know people in the community. And again, I'm a cheerleader. That truly is my heart. I love promoting, love meeting people, love the community. I love everything.
Well, I think that all the ambassadors that have attended many of our events over the years, because you're with the Home Builders now, or because Nate's with SignPro, help me out. Maybe someone's at Dakota Land right now. But they're making all those connections, a lot of connections. So if and when they do decide to move on and find another career path, boy, they've got a lot of people connecting to help them grow that business or that situation or that problem in your life that you need help with. Just surrounding yourself with successful people that really want to support you because you're supporting them. It just kind of creates that atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the networking is one thing, and you also just naturally you pick up mentorship or advice from people as you talking about things. How is this working for you, or how are you dealing with this? And as you're just talking about things, they just kind of come up naturally. And I've kind of found that myself over the years, doing retail and all sorts of the things that I've been in. So definitely.
We kind of had that chat about my relationship with you, or how I've known you. I knew you through the home builders,
Mm-hmm.
all out of it.
Yeah.
Some of the heads you've worn. So it is, and I'm always trying to tell Tony and I are always trying to tell our three boys that you got to get out and about. You got to get to know people, and everybody's there to help with something, or it's all about networking and relationships.
And getting out, just meeting people. I mean, it's good for your mental stability, health, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is.
It's science.
Yeah, it's science. Yeah.
They do say that we're social animals. So you got to get out there and get with the people. Especially when the winter's coming around and you don't get much sunlight. You got to get out there and we got to shake hands a little bit. Network a little.
As much as people don't think it, I'm kind of more of a homebody person. Like I would, but I'm like I can be social. But then there are times where I'm like, yeah, I need to.
Speaking of social, there's a couple of things that I'm sure some people know about Julie. Sports fan, NFL. Who's your team and why?
Who's my NFL team?
Yes.
This is really interesting that you're saying this because I am on a countdown. I am finally going to attend my first Dallas Cowboys game in Arlington. So Dallas Cowboys is my team. Started following them. Yes, I bandwagon whatever, but that was when I was introduced to NFL. Was when the Cowboys were winning the Super Bowls. Fell in love with Troy Aikman. And then the funny thing is, when I met Tony, he kind of always thought, well, I'll make her, I'll get her on the Vikings side. Well, that kind of dug me in, and I became more of a Cowboys fan. And we are definitely NFL fans because our oldest is named after Chris Carter, a Viking.
Okay.
I still cannot believe that I have a Troy. And then I thought it was going to be a girl, so I kept saying baby K, but I had another boy, so I got Kyle. So yeah, we like the NFL.
You know who they're playing?
They're playing the Vikings. That's why we're going. That's why we're going.
Is it this year?
Yes, December 14th.
Oh,
We will be
okay.
down in
All right.
Dallas or Arlington, watching the Cowboys take on the Vikings.
Oh
Well,
boy.
they had an exciting game Monday or Sunday, whenever they come back, but they had like 21
Oh,
points. in the
yeah.
last
We won by
The
3.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it was the Eagles.
Mhm.
Even better yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow. Yeah, that was their best game all year because their defense kind of was not good this year at all. So
No.
yeah,
That's the NFL. I always say, and it truly is any given Sunday. Whatever team shows up, that's how it's gonna go.
absolutely. Wow, I'll be watching social media on that day because I'm sure you'll keep us up to date a little bit, right?
Yeah. I've been known as the Facebook queen.
Well, good.
I'll be posting.
I like it. Well, is there anything else that you want to
Well,
cover,
just for her,
get
'cause I
out?
know there's other thing that I know that she's interested in and does a lot of is country western. I'm an older guy. Country. You have some favorite artists. You've been to a ton of concerts.
Yeah.
She's always raising her glass up when they're doing her little Julie dance.
Yeah, Luke Bryan,
Yeah.
right?
I've been-
Is that it? Is that?
So I've been told. So Mr. Harley Barker has called. They call me Woo Girl because I woo a lot at concerts.
Woo! Okay,
And
that's what I got it
Harley now has called my little dance the Woo Girl Stomp.
now. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? So I'm not the only one. Okay, now there's other people that have noticed that too.
Yeah, I
That's
like
good.
that. We
So
can
I
make
always
that
tell him,
a
like,
gift.
you got me self-conscious now at all the Thursday Night Lives. He's like, okay, time for the Woo Girl Stomp.
Wow.
And then that's actually what he said to me when you guys announced that I was the ambassador of the year. He said, all right, time for your Woo Girl Stomp. So I had to kind of,
That's awesome.
that's in your
It is.
video that you posted. That's what I'm kind of doing as I'm heading to the stage. So
Awesome. We need to get a rendition of that and make a GIF or a TikTok or something. That'd probably go
boy.
viral.
Now, the home show, it's typically always the last or first weekend of something, but it's not this year. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's usually the first weekend of March. But we're being playing nice, I guess, with the Aberdeen Home Builders Association, trying to not overlap with their home show as well. And it also just worked out for the Extension Center and everybody. So we will be March 14th and 15th or so, second full first weekend of March.
Wow.
And it sounds
But
like
it
you're
must
gonna
be working out because, like I said, I have registration. So if you are listening and if you've been thinking about registering, I suggest, because I am limited on my
Get your
space
booth
at
app
the
in now,
Extension
huh?
Center. Yeah.
And it helps to be a member, right? To get first dibs or not?
Well, you don't get first dibs, but you get a lower rate
Oh,
if
okay.
you are a
Very
member.
good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But it is first come, first serve for whoever registers. So we have a home builder member rate. We have if you are a member anywhere throughout South Dakota, you get a lower rate, and then you have to pay a little bit more than a member, and then the non-member rate.
So how about some other things that Home Builders does besides the home show for your members? I know you have monthly meetings. Talk about that.
Oh, I know. And that's when you really start digging into, and that is a little slogan I've been trying to say in my 8 years I've been there, and I was getting involved in kind of getting to know people in the community and stuff. I think of so many people that think we're just the home show. So that's kind of been my little hashtag, more than just a home show.
Yeah.
We try to do educational stuff, training, bring in, kind of revamping that though, because just people are so busy. People don't always come in for those meetings. So if any members are listening, I need direction as to what you want as far as the educational or the monthly member meetings. We've kind of went more trying to do social things. And I have a neat little thing in 2026. I think we're going to start focusing on the surrounding counties and maybe trying to do more events out and about the other counties. But always there. If they need training or anything like that, reach out to me. Again, it fits into my cheerleading role. I do a lot of promoting our online directory, our printed directory. Again, another hashtag we do is do business with a member. I'm always promoting. So, and again, when you become a member, though, you're not just local, you're also state and national. So we could be here. We literally would be here all day long, I think, if we started really digging into, because there's rebates, discounts, health insurance. There's the biggest thing that we do is advocacy. And I'm very proud to say, obviously out in Washington, D.C., what the home builders are doing out there is huge. Even at the state level, but legislatively, that's the biggest part of our home builder association state. But there's also the workforce, the membership. There's again so many layers to our association. But then even locally here, me getting involved with the housing discussions. We're starting a government affairs committee. A lot of advocacy and just trying to. Housing is a big thing right now. It shouldn't take such a huge percentage of our income to be able to purchase a house.
Hmm.
We're working to keep that American dream possible for the next generation. And even even us currently, we shouldn't have to pay so much. But that's what we're fighting. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Again, there's so much to our association.
Yeah, well, it was never stop talking about it. We could be here all day as well.
We literally
Yeah.
could.
Yeah. So congratulations again from all the ambassadors. You were actually chosen by the ambassadors as the 2025 ambassador of the year. Congratulations. Anything else you want to add, Steve? Or anything you want to add?
If you still taking sponsors for the home show?
No, the sponsors are filled.
All right.
I need to get that out and about. Don't ask me to rattle them off right now because I don't have that in front of me. But yes,
Wow.
the sponsorships are filled. We actually created a new sponsorship this year because we had somebody that wanted to sponsor, so we came up with something. So we are a local nonprofit, so we couldn't do anything that we have without the membership sponsor, support, our event support, the sponsorships, the vendors, everything. again, support the association that supports the business industry or the building industry.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably a lot like us. I mean, your membership revenue won't cover all your expenses. That's why
No.
we do the home show. That's why we do the farm shows and the Thursday Night Lives and Cooking on Compesca, leadership, Watertown leadership. Because to grow that, but that gives us funds to be able to put on all those educational opportunities. Fund what we do to make it a bigger, better, stronger.
Absolutely, it is events, and that's where I probably need to add a couple events to the home builders, and I think we're working on that as well. So
Tough with one staff. Good as you are, but as busy as you are,
Yeah.
it's really tough to do.
Well, and that's a
and
funny
busy
thing.
members.
Yeah, well, that's when I started 8 years ago. I was very, very, very part time. And then I was looking back at my anniversaries at 5 years. I was still part time, but was building it up, so I was still part time, but not as when I first started. And now, yeah, I've built it up to I'm full time. We asked Tony more than full time.
Yeah. Well, that's just you because you got that passion, I think. But and you have Facebook, which you're active on that. It's probably good to follow on there and make sure that if they have questions, they can go through there and see kind of a little bit about what you're about and get an idea there. Your website's on there too, right?
Yep. We have a website. We need to kind of revamp or get that a little flashier, but we have a website. You can get it. I try to get all the information on that as well. Try to share if any member, because that's where I stay busy because I like to promote my members' events as well. So I'm always promoting the chamber's events because they're a member, and so they keep me with all their events. But any member, if they're having any kind of event, open house or things like that, So, yes, follow us on social media.
Reach out if you have questions.
Yes, my cell phone is
Always with you.
on me.
Very good.
And look for all those fun pics in her Facebook post, December 14th,
Yeah.
live from Arlington, Texas.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
As the Minnesota Vikings stomp on the. Probably won't happen.
It'll be it should be a fun game.
Yeah. A competitive, healthy NFL game. Go team.
Yes, half of our family will go away happy, and half of our family will be.
Be a
Don't
long,
talk for a while.
long ride home. Quiet
Long ride home from
Who's
Texas.
all going down?
Well, it was going to be all 5 of us, but unfortunately, our oldest is not able to get away from work. So, the reason we're going is our middle son. It's his 21st birthday trip,
Wow.
so he's bringing a buddy.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's going to be fun. Very cool. Well, I can't wait to hear more about that. So you'll have to give us an update. And that's my daughter's 18th birthday, so I'll definitely remember. So very cool. Well, Tim, thank you for coming in
Thank you, Steve.
bringing these guests.
And Doreen for running the camera.
Yes, Doreen Foster. She's making sure the audio's good and the Facebook Live and everything. And Julie, thank you for coming in and everything you do for the community because it's not just the association. I know you're plugging in and doing all sorts of things. So thank you. You do deserve the ambassador cheerleader of the planet. So appreciate everything that you do.
Well, I appreciate the chamber and again letting me be involved and definitely for having me here today. And thank you guys for interviewing me. I had to almost kind of turn so I could not remember that I'm being recorded.
I don't really look either. I know it's kind of
two
weird.
good sides, though. Like some people. You have two good.
Yeah. I just go. You're good. No, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys coming in, and I think that'll do it. So that's us here from Northeast Radio SD.
Let's go to some tunes.